It's going to ruin your day. The lambda has to go away. All right, so to get rid of that, that is, so the first equation was 4 equals to, I'm going to bring that minus to the other side. So lambda, 4 times 1/2, that's 2k to the 1/2, L to the minus 1/2. 2k to the 1/2, L to the minus 1/2. Yes. That's the first equation. The second equation is 3 equals to lambda, and I believe it's the same thing, right? 2k to the minus 1/2, L to the 1/2. And then what I do is I just divide this side equal to each other. It's 4 times 1/2, which is 2. Okay, and then when I do this, the lambdas go away. The 2 goes away, and I have 4 divided by 3 equals 2 k to the 1/2, L to the minus 1/2 on top, k to the minus 1/2, L to the 1/2 on the bottom. Bring the k to the minus 1/2 on top, the L put on the bottom, and you get k to the 1/2 times k to the 1/2 divided by L to 1/2, L to the 1/2. So that translates to 4 divided by 3 equals 2 k divided by L. No surprise here. This is Cobb-Douglas. The exponents add up to 1. You're going to end up with the same. You're going to end up with this. It's going to simplify a lot. All right, so that gives me L, or K. K is equal to 4 divided by 3L. That's the relationship that exists between labor and capital in this situation. Okay, it's just the way that it's gonna work. And now that, yes.
Would you be using Cobb-Douglas on the test?
Am I gonna be using Cobb-Douglas on the test? You know, not necessarily. I mean, I could. I'm not gonna tip my hat in one way or the other. In general, I'm not going to give you anything more complicated than a Cobb-Douglas. In the midterm, in one of the midterms, I given a log utility. Yes?
Does it matter that the numerator is supposed to be 4 and you crossed out the 2's? So it should be 2. So when you wrote it over, isn't that supposed to be the derivative? That 2 on top is supposed to be 4.
But there was a half in front of it.
There's a half in front of it, so I
okay.
cancel the half.
Okay.
Okay? But, you know, do what you want to do. I mean, honestly, the key thing in math is always the same, right? Just make sure that the step that follows follows from the previous step. Like, if that step is okay, then you're doing okay. Okay? That makes no sense at all. Right? Okay. Yes, you see the 4 and the 1/2.
It's all right.
Okay, I'm not trying to point out, you know, it's just, okay. I think that you have a question. I just want to make sure that I capture. You have a question? No. Okay. All right, so with that, now what do I do next?
Substitute K.
Right?
You put K into the original
Into the original what?
function.
What function? There's multiple things.
4K.
4k to the 1/2. Yes, the production function. So plug into the third equation, right, which is the production function. This is 1, 2, and 3, just to have it clear. I'm going to plug this into the third equation. So the third equation was y equals to 4k to the 1/2, L to the 1/2. And now I know that k is 4 over 3L. So I have that y is equal to 4 times 4 divided by 3k to the power of 1/2. Now, key thing, right? Don't make the mistake.
Wait, it's
L. Sorry, L. Yes, L. Don't make the mistake of writing a K when it should be an L first. Also, don't make the mistake of keeping out the 4 over 3 out of the 1/2, right? So here it's k to the power 1/2. K is 4/3L. That means that you're going to be square rooting 4/3. Okay? There's going to be a square root there, 4 divided by 3. Okay? So this is L times L to the 1/2. Okay? Now, what is this? Y is equal to 4 times square root of 4 divided by 3 times L1/2, that's L. Now, this square root of 4 is just 2. So it's 4 times 2, which is equal to 8. So it's 8 divided by square root of 3 times L. As I said, you'll have some square roots. But notice that what I have here is now y as a function of L. And now I can solve for L. Okay, so solve for L. And that means that L star, that's going to be my long run L star, is going to be square root of 3 divided by 8 times y. You see how now L is a function of y? That's because when I set up the isoquant, I didn't tell you that the isoquant was 1,000 or 100 or something. I just said the isoquant is y. And so naturally, L has to be a function of y. Now what do I do next? Find the k. What's k? What's k? K is equal to 4/3 L. L star. I know what L star is now. So it's 4 divided by 3, square root of 3 divided by 4, divided by 8, L. Sorry, y. That's horrible. Let me rewrite that. So it's 4 divided by 3, square root of 3 divided by 8 times y. And I can simplify a few things. The 4 and the 8, that is 1 and 2. And if you want, you could also simplify the 3 with the square root of 3. Right? Because 3 is square root of 3 times square root of 3, which you can cancel those out. And get, or just leave it like that, it's fine. Just leave it like that. Yes?
The y equals 4 times square root of 4 divided by 3 times L equals 8 over the square root of 3L. Can you just write that out?
Here?
No, one more.
Here.
Yep.
So, square root of 4 divided by square root of 3. Right? Square root of 4 is 2. So this one is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. And it's still at the bottom.
Oh, now.
Yes, let me write it down. Easier?
I'll stop right there.
Okay. So, okay. So 4 times square root of 4 divided by 3. That's the same as saying 4 times square root of 4 divided by square root of 3. And that is equal to 4 times, the square root of 4 is 2, divided by the square root of 3. You don't have to do that. I mean, it's just, sometimes it's just helpful to simplify things, but you could have just left it like that and it would be okay. Totally fine. All right, so that's D.
Yeah, there's more.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, there's more. In E.
There is more. Now it's the most important part. Right? Because I found the capital and labor, but the key here is to try to get to the long run cost. Right? As a function of output. So find the optimal L and K. With the optimal L and K, find the following as a function of y. Right? So with that optimal L and K, find the function of y. LTC, LAC, LNC. Right? We really care about this too because that's the LACs that what we need, and the LNC is what we need to determine what the supply is going to be. Okay? So, we know that the cost, going back to our original question, the cost is 4L plus 3K. So, the long run total cost, LTC, that's how I wrote it, is, I already forgot it, 4L plus 3K. So, 4L star plus 3K star.
Can you slow it down just a little bit?
Yes. So what is L star? So that's 4 times L star. L star is the square root of 3 divided by 8 times y plus 3K star. 3 times K star is square root of 3 divided by 3